In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Yesterday we discussed together present simple, and we still with the tenses in English. So my friends, we are going to discuss today the present perfect tense. The present perfect tense seems to be confusing for many of the students, but today we are going to make it easy. How? We are going to make it easy through games, less explanation and more games. By practicing the tense, of course, we are going to understand more about it. So let's start, okay? I'm going first to explain the tense, the present perfect tense, okay? What's the present perfect tense? Look here. Of course, it's formed from has or have plus past participle of the verb. Has, he has, she has, it has. You have, we have, they have. In negative, we add hasn't and haven't, or haven't, I mean. Also plus the past participle. You know the past participle of the verb? We have two kinds of verbs, regular and irregular verbs. You can see the video of the irregular verbs on my channel. I prepared them in a unique way, of course. Here is any questions. We start with have or has. Of course, it's capitalized because it's a question plus the subjects and the past participle. Okay, we are going, of course, to explain more and more about this. Here are signal words or keywords or the words which in most cases comes in this tense. Ever, never, once, many times, several times, before, so far, already, just, yet, and so on. We are going to discuss the most important words in details. So, present perfect means it's a midway between the past, present, and the future. Look at as it's here. Here is the present perfect. An action started in the past up till the present, and it, of course, hasn't finished. Maybe it has an effect. Look here to understand more. We use the present perfect in experience, to express experience. I have been to France. Here is the Eiffel Tower, and I have been to France. It means that I have the experience of traveling to France. I'm not there now, but I have been to France, and maybe in the future I'm going to travel again. But I have experienced traveling to France. Change over time. You have grown since the last time I saw you. This some kind of change, okay? As in the example here, you have grown is not as he was before. Okay, this is topic 2. Topic 3, accomplishments. Our son has learned to read. Our son has learned to read, as you see here. Of course, in the past, he couldn't read, but now he has just learned to read. You know, he knew the principles of reading. He was not perfect at reading, of course, but he started reading, and now he is, you know, he could, of course, understand some words or join sentences or read them together. Okay, now he has, of course, some experience of reading. So this is exactly the tense used for. And an uncompleted action you are expecting. As you see here, look at the picture, look exactly at the picture. Look again. Okay. The rain hasn't stopped. The rain, here is it's raining, and the rain is started in the past and it hasn't stopped. Okay, so the rain hasn't stopped and the action isn't completed up to now. Here is the experience. Multiple action at different time. Multiple actions at different time. Look at here, look at the pictures here. We are in the war. The army has attacked that city 5 times. The army or the bombers here attacked the city for several times, of course, many times. So it's an action or a multiple action, okay, which takes place from time to time, and it hasn't stopped up to now. So we use the present perfect for multiple action at different times, as it's clear here from the picture. Okay, here is the main usage of present perfect. Okay, also we still with the explanation. I just give you a quick look at the parts of the verbs. Here is, as I told you before, that we have 3 kinds of the verb: present, past, and past participle. Verbs have 3 parts, as I see. Regular. Here is we have regular verbs: walk, walked, walked. Look here, it's K, so it's, I pronounce the ED, by the way, it's pronounced as T and not as it. So here is walk, walked, walked. Okay, my friends, this is present. This is the past participle, which is used in the present perfect tense. Again, irregular verbs, and I think that I have prepared in this channel very unique groups of past participle and the irregular verbs. I prepared them in a very fine way. Of course, you can have a look upon them on my channel. The episode is entitled Irregular Verbs, as here: run, ran, run. Of course, I prepared them according to the pronunciation of each verb. Okay, now we are going to move again to another thing. We knew about the topic of the present perfect. We knew about how it's used. And now I'm going to differentiate between 2 kinds of verbs or tenses, which is the present perfect and the past simple. I'm sorry, I have to raise it. Past simple and present perfect. Past simple and present perfect. Let me prepare it. Yes, it's clear now. I'm going to play a game, as I promised you before, that I concentrate on practice and I don't concentrate on just explanation. Here is, we have Mr. Past and Mrs. Perfect. They are going to explain to us the difference between present perfect and past simple. They are going to explain by themselves. I'm not going to interfere. Let's play first and see. Okay. Mr. Jones from the UK last week. Look here, last week. Okay. I say has returned or has returned. Which one is correct? I'm going to choose, because I found here last week, and it's of course the keyword of past simple, so I'm going to choose returned. Why? Let's be explained. Definite time in the past. When it is definite time, a time which is limited, a definite point in the past, so it's past simple and not present perfect. Thank you. Okay. Mrs. Past or Mr. Past for explaining this. Again, Anthony, those jeans when he was in Paris. Bought or has bought? I'm going to choose first bought. Yes, exactly. Why? Because here is we have a certain point in the past. Let it be explained. Definite time in the past when he was. What's the definite time in the past when he was in Paris? Okay. I already breakfast. Explain. I already breakfast. I already had or have had breakfast. I'm going to choose have had breakfast. Let's be explained by Mrs. Barr, Miss President. Explain. Anytime up to now, I have already had breakfast. Okay, it's not a certain point. Okay, it's not a limited point, but at any time up to now. You know, I have just finished maybe, but we understand from the sentence that the effect of the tense is still existed up to now. Okay, my friends. Again, here is yet. I choose has posted. Has she posted the letter yet? Of course, it's present perfect. Why? Let's be explained. Anytime up to now. I'm just asking whether she has posted or not. If I'm not sure that she posted, I say she posted the letter, for example, yesterday or at 7 o'clock yesterday, but I don't know. I'm asking about a tense which it hasn't fulfilled. I'm not sure of it up to now. Okay. Did go, well, I have gone. Last night, here is a certain point or a definite point in the past, so it should be, did you or did you, okay, and let's be explained again. Did you go to sleep last night? Explain. Okay, let's see. Of course, here is, it's a definite point and it's in the past. I think it's, this is the last sentence in this. We, them, a long time. We, them, a long time. We met them, because it's, of course, definite and it's limited. It's, I know the date of the action, okay? So it's, I say we met them a long time ago. Okay, my friends, let's move to another idea. Now we differentiated between past and the present. We have more examples, frankly, about this. I'm going to, of course, now I'm going to discuss for and since. What's the difference between for and since? When I say for, I mean the amount of time. Okay. When I say since, I'm telling the point, the exact point. For example, when I say that I've lived in this flat since October. Okay. This is the point in the past. It's since October, and I'm still living here, of course. I haven't finished, I haven't departed, I haven't left it. So the action is still hasn't fulfilled, sorry. So I have been living, I have lived here since October. From October, now, for example, I'm in July. From October, we say October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, and July. 10 months. So the 10 months here is for. I say for 10 months, but since October. So when I'm talking about the certain point in the past, okay, and of course I'm not going to speak about past simple because here the action hasn't finished. I'm living. So I say I have joined this school. I have joined this school since 2011. From 2011 to now, it's 9 years. So the 9 years here is 4. But when I'm speaking about the start point or the start beginning of the action, I'm speaking about, I'm using since. Okay? We haven't met our teacher Christmas, of course, since or for Christmas. Of course, since Christmas, because it's the time, the start point is the Christmas. Okay, next. We have been on holiday the last 2 weeks. We have been on holiday the last 2 weeks. For the last 2 weeks or since the last 2 weeks. Let's choose since first, or maybe we, and choose for. Of course, for, because, okay, 2 weeks here is amount of time. Okay, my friends, next. We have been awake 6 o'clock this morning, since 6 o'clock, because the start point of being awake, of course, was 6 o'clock and up to now. So it's, of course, it's clear here, it's since. Okay? You have lost some weight. I last saw you. Of course, it's clear, it's since. And look here. Here is we called the rule of since. Have lost is present perfect. I lost, this is the past simple. So after since normally we use the past simple. Okay. We have studied English 3 years. 3 years here is for 3 years. We have studied English for 3 years. Here is the amount of time, or the time together. Okay, the period itself. Christmas, the weather has been great. Since Christmas, the weather, okay, the start point of the fine weather wasn't the Christmas. So since Christmas, the weather has been great. Okay, you have been watching that starfish eggs. It is an expression for eggs. Okay, now I'm going to move to another idea of the tense. Okay, ever, I'm going to use ever. Okay, let me escape this and start from the beginning. Okay, look here. Have you ever a cow? Have you, it's a question. Have you ever a cow? Have you ever milked a cow? Have you ever milked a cow? No, I have never milked a cow. No, I have never milked a cow. Have you ever any extreme sports? Have you ever any extreme sports? What about tried? I'll have a mistake. It's correct anyhow. Have you ever tried, okay, any extreme sports like this? Difficult and hard, okay? Have you gotten a target? Have you ever shot? Of course, it's clear. Have you ever shot a gun on a target? Have you ever shot a gun on a target? No, I have never. I'm poor enough to do this. Have you ever played a joke on your teacher? Have you ever deceived or made something for your teacher which he doesn't like? Let's see. Of course, I don't like the idea of playing jokes on the teachers. Have you ever in a fist fight? Okay, have you ever been in a fist fight? Let's see it. We can say pen or peen. Both are correct. I'm poor enough to do this. Okay, I'm going to stop. Have you ever seen a tornado? Okay, my friends, let's stop. Bismillah. Again, we come back with another usage of we studied since, for, yet, ever, and never. Of course, we are going to complete with already, just, yet, okay, and these keywords. Let's do it again. Okay, and here is a fill in the correct words. Fill in the correct words. Let's see. Have you finished your homework? Here is in question we use yet. Have you finished your homework yet? So it's clear now. In question and in negative, we use yet. They have returned. They have already returned. Let's see it. Yeah, clear. They have already and just are the same. Okay, it comes between the auxiliary verb of have or has and the main verb. Okay, they have just or they have already returned. Maybe we have different meanings. Okay. Next. Has he seen a ghost? Has he? Is questions, but I just want to say something. Yet comes by the on the end of the questions. Okay, at the end of the question, but ever comes in question, but of course it's not at the end. Has he ever seen a ghost? Has James left? It's clear, yet. Have you played tennis? Have you ever? Of course, I'm not going to forget that ever, it's negated with never. No, I have never. Has she received the letter yet? Clear, it's clear. No, she hasn't received the letter yet. Okay, so now we discussed yet and yet, just, and already. Okay. Here is also we have some more examples about for, since, and ago. Let's start. Go. We have lived here 1990 with the date we choose. I told you before, since. Go. 2 weeks we went shopping. Aha, here is went in the past, so I say 2 point in the past, so we choose ago. We don't choose present perfect. Clear. He has been studying, or he has been studying 2 hours. He has been studying for 2 hours. Clear. The bus left 10 minutes. The bus, the bus left 10 minutes. Here is left past, ago. It's left, and I knew the point of leaving. So it's clear now, it's in the past simple and not present perfect. Go. I have known Beta, primary school, since, of course. The start point of knowing Beta was the primary school, so I have known Beta since the primary school. Go. My grandpa died 10 years ago. It's clear because certain point of time. Okay, so it's a goal. Now we come to the end. I think now it's clear. More exercises. Okay, let's have an evaluation here about the tense, and we are going to finalize. Choose the right option. They three pictures. They three pictures. Have drew, have drawn, has drawn. They here. Of course, they have drawn three pictures. Great. 85 miles. Look here. 85. So it, I cannot say it have, or it has walking. So it has walked. It's clear. Has plus the past participle of the verb, not the verb plus ing, of course. Very nice exercises. He about politics. He has speak, he has spoke, and he has spoken. Clear. He has spoken about politics. The fish 3 times. Oh, 1, 2, 3 times. The fish, it's one, has jumped 3 times. Jumped 3 times. Harris has just arrived. Has just arrived. Have just arrived. Of course, has just arrived. Harris. Grandma has just leave. No. Has just left. Has have just left. Of course, has just left because she is one. She has just. It's clear. Mr. Ford in photos. Mr. Ford has taken, has taken, has took. It's clear. Of course, you understood now. Has taken. The frog 10 flies. Have caught, has catched, has caught. It's clear, of course, has caught. I cannot say has catched because it's irregular verb. And I cannot say have because have, it's used with the plural and not with the singular. And here it's it has. The frog is, of course, we use it instead of the frog. Mrs. Jackson the door. Mrs. Jackson is one, so has just opened the door, have just opened the door, has just opened. No, I cannot say have because it's one. I cannot say has just opened because it's not the past participle, so I choose the right option. It's clear, fantastic, easy, and of course, if you watch these videos, you will be different in grammar, I'm sure, because I use the grammar in practice, not just memorizing and saying it's formed from so and so and so. No, I don't like these ideas. Okay, so Mrs. Jackson has just opened. Yeah, great. Mrs. White, a ghost. Mrs. White is or singular, has seen. It's clear. I cannot say have seen because she's one. I cannot say has so because here in the past, and so here is the past and not the past participle. Of course, I have to say has seen to be in the form of the present perfect. Mr. Wilson, his coffee. Mr. Wilson has just, I'm sorry, I have to go back again. Wait a minute, maybe I have. Mr. Wilson, his coffee, has just drunk his coffee. Yeah, has just drunk, I'm sorry, this is the idea. As I pronounce it, maybe it's repeated. Okay, what's this? Has stolen, has stolen, has, it's not, the sentence not clear, but it seems to be has, Mr. Bean or Maz stolen. So my friends, because of the prayers, I'm going to finalize now. I hope that you enjoyed the video. Thank you. Till we meet again. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.